An ordinary day at a fashion boutique turned tense when a gun-wielding thief tried to intimidate the clerk. Calmly following his instructions, the young woman discreetly triggered a hidden security alarm. The robber leisurely collected cash and even picked out clothes, unaware that police were on their way. Thanks to her quick thinking, authorities arrived just in time, apprehending the suspect and ending the robbery before anyone was harmed. A failed armed robbery targeted an elderly couple at their small family store late at night. According to the footage, 4 masked men stormed into the shop where 75-year-old Araldo and his wife were present. In an incredible act of bravery, Araldo fought back against the attackers armed with nothing but a broom, standing his ground to protect his wife and their livelihood. His fearless response turned a terrifying moment into a story of courage and determination. This would-be thief probably didn't expect his grand heist to turn into a comedy show. As he tried to break into a car, his pants suddenly dropped to his ankles, leaving him fumbling, exposed, and completely humiliated. In Charleroi, Belgium, a bizarre and almost comical robbery attempt took place at a local vape shop. 6 armed youths stormed in, planning to rob the store. But the calm and collected shop owner had a different idea. Instead of panicking, he cleverly told the group to come back later at 6:30 p.m., when he would supposedly have more money. Shockingly, the robbers agreed and left, giving the owner the perfect chance to alert the police. When the gang returned early at 5:30 p.m., they walked straight into a trap. Officers were already waiting. 5 suspects were immediately arrested, while 1 managed to flee. Thanks to the shop owner's wit and composure, the attempted robbery ended without violence and with justice swiftly served. A harrowing home invasion in which an armed gang followed a family home and forced their way inside, threatening the women present. The situation escalated as the intruders attempted to escape in a vehicle, violently crashing through the front gate in their bid to get away. However, the men of the household rushed out to confront the attackers, standing firm to protect their loved ones. Their courageous response threw the criminals into chaos, prompting them to abandon their plan and flee the scene. On May 27, 2025, in Gibson at the intersection of Maggie Street and Alice Street, a violent robbery unfolded. 2 male suspects assaulted a man, seizing his backpack and phone before attempting to flee the scene. Thanks to the victim's immediate report, police responded swiftly and apprehended both suspects. A gang of 6 attempted to steal 2 Ducati motorbikes, each valued at approximately £25,000, from the Inmoto showroom in London. The robbery began when two members of the gang stormed inside. Quickly joined by the rest of the group, alert staff member Paul Reed noticed the unfolding situation and confronted the thieves, sparking chaos as employees and bystanders rushed to intervene. The robbers responded by wielding metal rods and hammers, but despite their aggression, they ultimately fled. Package thieves are increasingly targeting deliveries left on doorsteps, leaving homeowners vulnerable. On average, 1.7 million packages go missing or are stolen every day in the United States, highlighting the growing need for secure delivery options, surveillance cameras, and community vigilance to combat this pervasive crime. Dramatic footage captures the heart-stopping moment. A robbery erupts just as a woman opens her front gate. Out of nowhere, a pickup truck speeds toward her, and armed robbers jump out, rushing straight at their target. But before they could lay a hand on her, her husband steps in with fearless determination. Acting on pure instinct, he charges forward to defend his wife. Turning the tables in seconds, completely caught off guard, the robbers abandon their plan and scramble away on all fours. A chaotic retreat that perfectly captured the moment fear replaced aggression. A couple had just parked their car in front of their house and were unloading items when a group of robbers on motorbikes suddenly sped up and ambushed them. One of the suspects pointed a gun at the husband, demanding the car. But what they didn't know was that his wife was an off-duty police officer. Without hesitation, she drew her weapon and fired, swiftly neutralizing the threat and saving her husband from danger. Security footage from a local jewelry store captures the intense moment an armed robbery turned into a shootout. Two masked men burst into the store, one pointing a gun at the staff, but the armed owners reacted instantly. As gunfire erupted, the robbers scrambled for cover and fled the scene empty-handed. The quick and fearless response from the store owners not only protected their business, but also prevented anyone from being seriously injured. Police are currently investigating the incident and reviewing the footage to identify the suspects. At first, everything looked normal. The man walked in calmly, pretending to be a regular customer. But within seconds, the mood shifted. He suddenly pulled out a gun, announcing a robbery and demanding money. What he didn't expect was how fast his plan would fall apart. Before he could take control of the situation, people inside reacted swiftly, overpowering him and putting an abrupt end to his foolish scheme. A dramatic confrontation outside a Houston liquor store on June 15th, when a man posing as law enforcement attempted to rob the store owner. Wearing a vest labeled Marshal and claiming to be an officer, the suspect forced the owner to the ground in an apparent stick-up. The tense situation shifted when the owner's wife grabbed a firearm and bravely confronted the imposter, forcing him to retreat. As the suspect fled, the owner opened fire, striking him at least once. The suspect later appeared at a nearby hospital for treatment. But as of now, no charges have been filed, and the case remains under police investigation. Both the owner and his wife escaped unharmed, and according to reports, officers told the owner he had done a great job defending himself and his business. Right outside a local store, a man in a dark shirt revealed himself to be a robber, aiming a gun at an unsuspecting family and threatening the father. In a split second, the father sprang into action. With lightning-fast reflexes, he grabbed the robber's hand and disarmed him in just 3 seconds. Every movement was deliberate and precise, shielding his family, neutralizing the threat, and ensuring their safety. His courage and quick thinking turned what could have been a tragedy into a story of heroism. Seeing the front door slightly ajar, a thief decided to seize his chance. Moving on all fours, he crept silently into the house, crawling like a snake toward a table where several phones and valuables were placed. Just as his fingers brushed against one of the phones, fate caught up with him. Out of nowhere, 4 or 5 men who had been inside the house sprang into action. Before the thief could react, they pinned him down and taught him a painful, unforgettable lesson.